welcome to another episode of Dexter's Diary. What's up? I hope you guys had a semi-cool weekend. It was hot as hell this weekend. Like, look, I know we wanted summertime, but I did not ask for Africa. It is hot as hell. Okay? But whatever, made it through the weekend, and we're here. So, what I wanted to talk about today is, I had told you guys previously, like, I had been going through some emotional vortexes, and, you know, coming out the other side, one of the things that I learned is loving is an everyday thing. And I'm not just talking about in relationships, but loving yourself when you're in those moments of turmoil, of vortexes, of depression. The most trying thing is to love yourself through that, to have some compassion for yourself through that. And most of the time when we think about compassion, when we think about loving, we think about it in conjunction with other people, which is great because even in those moments, like, when you're going through stuff, you're not alone. Somebody's thinking about you, somebody cares about you, somebody else might be going through their own thing. And it's the most trying thing to, even if you're not speaking, to be like, I understand you're going through something, and yes, I'm going through something, but that does not negate me loving you. And turn that around too, and look yourself in the mirror and be like, look, I know we're going through something, but I love you too. Because most of the time when we're in those spaces, it's so easy to be like, like, you're disgusting, you're a horrible person, whatever you can think of to down yourself, which does not make the situation any better. It just really pushes you further into the vortex. And it's just like, you gotta love yourself through those moments when you least like yourself, or when you least like where life has put you, and to be completely honest, it's not about where life puts you, it's about the choices that you made to get to where you are. And we don't like to be accountable, we don't like to own up to our messes, but the reality is, like I said, past a certain point, everything is about the decisions that you made up until now, and that's your reality, because this is the reality that you created. But you would have to take some type of accountability to be like, this is my mess, how am I going to clean it up? Nobody, we like to blame the other person. Oh, you did this to me. There's always that finger pointing, that like placing blame, but you have to take the blame on that. You have to take accountability. Like, this is what I did, and this is the result. Like, if you're cooking and your meal comes out horrible, it's not because of anyone else. It's because you can't cook. So get some cooking lessons, or get a friend, or order takeout, but fix it. You know what I mean? But that's a whole nother story. Again, like I said, it's about loving yourself through those times when you just don't like yourself. You don't like the situation that you're in. And no one tells us this. Most of the time when we think about depression, and when we're going through those places, we hate ourselves. And you hate everybody else, and you lump yourself in with everybody else. And this furthers the narrative. Like, I'm disgusting, no one can love me, how can anyone love me, I'm this, I'm that, blah blah blah. And you dredge up all the things that anyone has ever told you that was negative, and you just heap it onto this big steaming pile of dung, and you don't feel any better. So be cognizant of the fact when you're going through things. Like I said, I know it's challenging, but it was one of the things that I kept in mind. Like, anytime I would get to a point where, like, I'm like, oh my God. Like, no, we're not doing this. The situation is what the situation is. And yeah, you may feel what you feel about what it is, but that doesn't change the fact that you're dope. That doesn't change the fact that you're needed. That doesn't change the fact that so many people love you and care about you and want you here. And if you feel like nobody cares about you and wants you here, you should care about you and want you here, because there's a reason for you to be here. Whatever that reason is, I'm not the one to tell you. That's up for you to decide, and however you go about that. But it's never what you think it is. It's never like you're a horrible person and you're disgusting and you're ugly or you're fat or you're too skinny or you don't have a big butt or you got a big butt and like you got stretch, or whatever you can think of about yourself. Trust me, the situation has nothing to do with that. It has nothing to do with that. Absolutely nothing. It's what it is. Focus on the task at hand, deal with it accordingly, and move the hell on. Do not, I repeat, do not destroy yourself and your self-esteem in the process over a bad decision, over a few horrible moments. That does not define your life. That does not define your future. That does not mean that where you are now is where you're going to be when it's all said and done. Love yourself through the process. Love yourself through the process. Love yourself through the process. Even if you don't like what it is. Even if you don't like decisions that you made. Know that it's temporary. It's not the rest of your life. It's not forever. It's just this moment in time. Let's focus on this and let's get this shit wrapped up and keep it moving. That's it, and that's all. And also take that and apply it to other areas of your life. You may not like what's going on with your friends, but you still love them. Unless they're like horrible friends. Y'all know. But I mean, like, people do things, and we may not like the things that they do in that moment, but that does not take away from the fact that we love them. That does not take away from the fact that we care about them. Somebody told you something you didn't like, it's usually because it's the truth. And if it's not the truth, then they're liars, and you need to get rid of them anyway. Boom. But love them through the process. Somebody in your life is going through a hard time, love them through the process. And even if you have to love them from a distance, it's okay. When they are ready to come to you, they will come to you. When you feel like there's an in for you to like, hey, what's up? Like, then step into that. But love them through the process. Even if you don't like them in this time and place. It is the most important thing. And I think if we really took that and applied it to all our relationships, I feel like it works the same way with everything. Like, you may be going through something with your mate, and you may not like them right now, but love them through the process. Don't forget that, yeah, this is just this moment in time and a whole collection of great times. Love them through the process. You may be going through something with your kids. You may not like them. Love them through the process. And keep applying that wherever you go. And we're so easy. And I'm really easy to walk away and just be like, no, screw this. I'm not doing this. And it's a coping mechanism. It's a bad habit. It's a coping mechanism. And it's how I protect myself. But you can lose so many great friendships, so many great relationships, because while you're out protecting yourself and you feel like you're shielding yourself, you're really not. Like, when you're learning to walk, you gotta fall. It's part of the process. You don't say, oh, I'm not gonna walk no more, I'm good, like, I'm gonna just crawl. No, it's part of the process. You're gonna fall and you're gonna get back up and you're gonna stumble, but you're gonna keep moving forward. Love yourself through the process. Love your mates through the process. Love your friends through the process. Love the people you care about through the process, even if you don't like them right now. Even if you don't like yourself right now. Extend that compassion, extend that love, and know that it'll eventually work out and you'll eventually come out the other side. And that's one of the biggest things that I've, not the biggest, but one of the biggest things that I've realized is I have to love myself through the process. I may not be happy in a situation, but I made a decision, and that's how I got it. Like, I saw a meme today, and apparently, Drake's album just dropped, and somebody was like, Drake said that, yeah, you say I led you on, but you followed. And somebody was like, oh, if my man said that, I'd punch him in the face. And I'm like, yeah, but it's true. There's some truth to it. Like, people can lead you on, but you made a choice to follow. You may hate your job, but you filled out the application. It's a decision. And now that it doesn't look like what you thought it's going to look like, you're upset and you hate and you're angry and you feel whatever. It's your decision. So whether you make a great decision, whether you make a bad decision or a mediocre decision, and you may not like where it got you, love yourself through that process and know that you can make another decision that can very well change the course of your life, the trajectory of everything you've been working for. Love yourself through that process. And if you can't love yourself through that process, find somebody to love you through the process. Because everyone needs some love. And that's pretty much what I have to say today. Love yourself through the process. And you'll be okay. You're going to be alright. And you're going to make better decisions because you know better, so you're going to do better. And we're going to keep moving forward. Stumbling, falling, crying, snot bubbles and all. When you get to the end, I promise you you'll be smiling and you'll be a better person for it. Okay? I love you guys.